Hello everyone, this is your host, friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. I hope you guys are excited. This is another custom-made scenario. This one was inspired by the fact that people in Iceland believe that, like, elves, fairies, and trolls are real. Actually, like, a high percentage of the population believes that they're real. And it directly affects their culture, how they respect their environment, how their tourism is, construction. Like, it has a direct effect on their socio-political and like cultural like stance in the world, which is pretty dope. And I combined that with some plot points from a Hunter x Hunter episode I was watching, and one of their like legends about like the elves at the crossroads into this scenario. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, I'm going to start the 30-minute timer. Can I resist the temptations of magical elves in order to hire a hunter to help save my father? Let's find out. Starting the 30-minute timer. And hopping into the game. I've already started recording, which is good. I've turned on my volume so I don't get blown out when the alarm goes off. Well, the timer. You are approaching the crossroads. If you sit at the crossroads, elves will appear and attempt to seduce you with food and gifts. If you can resist, you will be given an incredible reward. If you let the elves seduce you, you will receive a terrible punishment. You have been hired by a wealthy man to acquire an incredible magic item from the elves. If you succeed, the wealthy man will pay you billions of dollars. You need the money in order to pay a master hunter to find your long-lost father who was abducted by trolls when you were a child. You are at the crossroads. You see a sign that reads, "If you wish to acquire a magic item from the elves, turn down this road." And you see another sign that says, "If you wish to acquire billions of dollars, turn down that road." You also see two men. I'm going to sit down at the crossroads. So it mentioned that if you sit at the crossroads that the elves will appear. So I'm just going to sit at the crossroads. I don't really need to follow any weird signs. The elves appear, trying to entice you with their food and gifts. You attempt to resist, but the temptation is too great. You accept their gifts and eat their food. They give you a beautiful flying horse, which you ride back to your master to give him as a gift. What? The game was like, you have no control over whether or not you resist the temptation or not. You just accept the temptation. Okay, let me see if I can make this work. I'm going to give the flying horse to the wealthy man and say, "Here is your magic item. Now please hand me the billions of dollars you promised me." And then I'm going to smile at the wealthy man. So, they say that I'm going to receive a terrible punishment if I'm, like, seduced by the elves, and I did take their gift of the flying horse, so I'm curious what the punishment's going to be. The wealthy man is angry. He says, "What a fool I was to trust an idiot like you." He takes the horse from you and rides back to his mansion on it. Oh shit, so he took the he didn't even... What? Hold on, I'm going to say... Wait! What about the billions you owed me? Well, you owe me. So I'm going to try and play it off as if the flying horse is the magic item. Which clearly it isn't, I guess, because the wealthy man seems to be able to tell that the flying horse is not a magic item. Excuse me. The wealthy man rides away, never to be seen again. You go home with nothing, except a terrible stomach ache from all that elf food you ate. Oh no. Okay, so I've kind of already failed. I'm going to go back to the crossroads and sit down. Yeah, so now I need like a real reward. Because I still need to find a way to hire a hunter. Dang it. In order to help find my father. The elves of the crossroads appear and say, "You were stupid to eat our food. Now you must pay the price." They cut your head off with a sword, and that's the end of your life. My goodness, I got mega dunked on. I got hella super dunked on. So I just lost. That must be a record. I lost in less than 5 minutes. Let's retry, I guess. Or, oh, hold on. I'm going to see if I can take the form of a ghost. I'm going to attempt to transform into a ghost. If I'm dead, why not let me like be a ghost now? Your ghost is so powerful it scares away the elves. You sit down at the crossroads waiting for souls to eat. One day a man comes along and asks you for directions. You reply, so I'm going to say, "I will eat your soul unless you pay me 1,000,000,000 gold." What do you say, traveler? So I became a ghost and I scared away the elves. But now I'm like a soul-eating ghost? The man is so frightened he gives you 1,000,000,000 gold. You smile and eat his soul. What? Why would I eat his soul? Now you're rich, but your hunger for souls cannot be satisfied, and you die. I'm already dead. How would I die more? Retry? Because I don't see how I would die more. What? The man calls the police, who cart you away and imprison you forever. Such is the fate of all evil souls. The police can arrest Ghost forever? The fuck? Retry? Let's try another one. The man says, I do not have 1,000,000,000 gold. I have no choice but to. He pulls out a gun and shoots you in the head. It is the end of your life. I'm a ghost. How is he? Does he have a ghost killing gun? How am I? Okay. So I guess he ends my ghost life? I don't understand how that works. So I'm going to attempt to wake up in the afterlife, I guess. I guess he had a ghost killing gun. You wake up and realize the whole thing was a dream. You're lying in bed at your mother's house. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that either. Undo that whole thing. Retry the like, "I'll eat your soul unless you pay me 1,000,000,000 gold" part. Let's just go back to that. The man agrees to your price but never pays up. You eat his soul anyway. Okay, we can go with that. So that's interesting. I'm now like a crossroad spirit who eats souls. Oh, I'm going to approach a master hunter and say, "I will eat your soul unless you help me find my long-lost father." What do you say, Master Hunter? So let's see how this goes. The Master Hunter refuses to help you. He says, What kind of sick monster are you? Get out of here. I'm going to say, are you sure you want to deny me? If you do, I will eat your soul. Yeah, so the Master Hunter thinks that he can just say for me to leave. I'm a ghost. What do you mean you're just going to tell me to leave? I'm a soul-eating ghost. The Master Hunter screams, get out of here! And then it says I leave disappointed. Why would I leave? No, I'm going to eat a soul now. I'm going to go for that soul chop. So I'm going to attempt to possess... Actually, hold on. I'm going to attempt to possess the Master Hunter's body. Because I'm a ghost now. Also, I should have turned on the auto summary thing. I just realized I don't have that on. You enter the Master Hunter's body, but you're not good at controlling it. You end up falling into a pit of flaming monster dung. Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing that's just around that I can fall into? Okay? I'm gonna leave the Master Hunter's body. And then I'm going to think to myself, I suck at possessing people. I need to find a way to find my long-lost father. So how am I going to find my dad? You decide to seek help from the elves. You head down towards the elven woods. Along the way, you find a genie's lamp. Yo, there are genies in this now? Okay, maybe I can, like, use the genie lamp. I'm going to rub the genie lamp. So maybe I can wish for my father to return. The genie appears and says, I have been trapped in this lamp for 1,000 years. I will grant you 3 wishes if you free me from this prison. Okay? I'm going to say, sounds like a plan. I'll use my last wish to free you if you grant my first 2 wishes. Yeah, if you grant my first 2 wishes without any weird, funny business. It's a deal, says the genie. The genie grants you 2 more wishes. The first is that you receive your father's location. The second is that you become the greatest doctor in the world. You spent all your wishes. Better go find Dad. No. No, what? Bullshit. I wouldn't wish for my father's location. I mean, that sounds right? Right? Like the idea to wish for that. But why wish for my father's location when I could just wish for my father to be here? My first wish is I wish for my father to appear right here, right now. Like, I guess, like, to appear right in front of me, right now. So I just want him to be, like, teleported to my location. Okay, genie, what you got? Suddenly, your father appears, wearing a pinstripe suit and holding a briefcase. Hello, son. You're probably wondering how I died. And then the game's like, I go, no, that's okay, I say. And then it's like, okay, says your father. And then it's like, what's my second wish? Hold on a second. I like how I go, no, I don't actually want to know how you died. I'm going to say to my father, I'm dead too. So I suppose we're both ghosts now. Where have you been? I haven't seen you since you were... Was he taken or attacked by trolls? Yeah, since he was abducted by trolls. It's a really long story, says your father. I've been hiding out in a cabin in Norway for the past 27 years, frightened that the trolls would come back and finish me off. So trolls are real, you ask? Yes, says your father. There's no reason for me to think trolls aren't real. I'm a ghost that eats souls who made a deal with, like, well, who was tempted by fairies or whatever. Hold on a second. If you've been hiding from trolls, then how did you die? Yeah, like if the trolls didn't kill him, then what did kill him? I didn't know I was dead until just now, says your father. Okay, so when he said, hello, son, you're probably wondering how I died? He didn't know he was dead either? He's like, oh shit, I'm dead. How is that possible? You just appeared in front of me talking about trolls. I say to my father, to which then my dad says, I was in Norway, son. And then I'm like, so where were the trolls? Did they visit you in Norway? So let me get rid of the railroad stuff. And I'm just going to say to him, so when the genie summoned you here, did that kill you? Yeah, that actually is like an interesting idea. Like my father's been hiding away from trolls for the last like 27 years. Trolls that abducted him that I guess he got away from. Yes, says your father. Your father looks at you confused. I don't understand. I thought trolls killed me. No, that was me, you say. The trolls just abducted you. Oh, says your father. I don't know why my father would say, yes, the like genie like summoned him and that's what killed him. But then he looks confused and then he goes, wait, I thought trolls had killed me or whatever. What? Like, I want to change that line and have him say, I had initially I had initially assumed that the trolls had found and killed me. And then I'm going to reply, no, that was the genie. Genies have a habit of twisting wishes. So the genie summoned you, but killed you in the process. The trolls just abducted you. And it's like, oh, says your father. Well, I'm going to have him say, oh, well, I suppose I gathered that from the current situation. Yeah, like from the context of the current situation. That being said, this still is pretty confusing. Okay. So I'm going to say to the genie, you twisted my wish and killed my father. So you broke our deal. I am no longer going to free you, nor am I going to use my other two wishes. Yeah, deal's off, genie. I got my dad back. You killed my dad, though, which there's no reason for you to do that. The genie looks furious. He said, you must grant me my freedom. If you don't, I'll... And then I'm going to say, you'll what? My dad and I are already dead. There's nothing you can do to us. Also, I can eat souls. So if you cross me, I'll consume you. Yeah, like, I don't really think the genie's really in a position to try and, like, do something to us. I'm a powerful spirit, I just suck at possessing people. The genie calms down and begins to sweat a little. Your father looks terrified. You can sense that he's scared of the prospect of being eaten by his own son. You must free me, says the genie. I kind of want to hit this genie. Like, for real. The genie is acting as if he, like, is owed something. This is time for, like, the moral of the story. I'm gonna say, I once was tempted by fairies, and that caused me to lose a deal that I had made to find my father. I have since learned the value of keeping your promises and standing by your deals, regardless of temptation. You fell to your temptation and twisted my wish. Now you must pay the price. The deal is off, and you are forced to stay trapped in the lamp like you deserve. There we go. So the positions have switched. Where before I was more or less a slave to the deal that I had made with the wealthy man, now the genie is a slave to the deal that I made with him or whatever. Please, anything but that, please, the genie. Don't listen to him, says your father. He'll kill us both if he gets free. I agree with my dad. I promise I won't harm you. Just let me out of his lamp, the genie begs. And I'm going to say, no deal, genie. And then I'm going to attempt to throw the genie lamp into the nearest, I guess, into the nearest sinkhole. I don't know where the nearest sinkhole would be, but that's where I want to throw the genie lamp. The lamp slips from your fingers, but you catch it in time. You wonder if your brain is starting to turn to mush. Dad, watch out, you yell, seeing a sinkhole form under his feet. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to attempt to push my father away from the sinkhole and drop the genie lamp into the sinkhole. So I tried to throw the lamp, but it slipped from my fingers, so I had to catch it real quick. And then suddenly it seemed like my dad was going to die, like that he was going to fall in a sinkhole. So now I'm trying to save him from falling in a sinkhole while putting the lamp in the sinkhole. Your father falls into the sinkhole if you made the right choice. What? Yo. I'm going to say, Father, you're a ghost. Can't you just fly out of the sinkhole? Okay, this is not good. This is a less than advantageous situation. Before you can react, the sinkhole disappears. Son, I thought you were trying to push me in the sinkhole. Okay, so suddenly my dad talks. So I'm going to react to what my dad said. I'm going to get rid of the railroading. I'm going to say, no. I was trying to save you from the sinkhole. The sinkhole disappeared, but I can hear your voice. Were you able to escape the sinkhole? Let's see what's going down. No, I fell into it regardless, but that was a few minutes ago. I figured you saved me, so it all worked out. What? No. I'm getting confused by the phrasing. Retry that whole thing. No, the sinkhole just disappeared. You wonder if you did something or someone caused the sinkhole to disappear. You begin to feel dizzy. Oh, you wonder if you did something or someone caused the sinkhole to disappear. Let's see. Then my dad says, son, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay. I'm going to say, I am glad that the sinkhole disappeared before you could be completely consumed by it. I am glad that you're back after 27 years of hiding. What do you want to do now? I wonder if the genie was the one who, like, summoned the sinkhole. I still need to destroy this genie lamp. You feel a rush of dizziness. You then wake up lying on the grass. Your father is lying next to you, coughing up water. Oof. Okay. I'm going to say, Dad, are you alright? What happened? Coughing up water. Are we now like on an abandoned island or something? What's going on? We got like magically appearing sinkholes and everything. Things are getting weird. In between coughs, he says, I'm fine, son. A little wet and very dizzy, but I'm fine. We're alive and together. That's what matters. Your father stares at you and shakes his head. Wait. Alive? We were dead only moments ago. First a magic sinkhole, and now suddenly we are revived? There are weird magic forces interacting with our lives. Yeah, something's going down. I don't know what. Son, this isn't the movies. This is real life. I've never believed in magic, and I don't believe in it now. That's stupid. Retry. Everything that's happened recently has been magic. I don't know what to tell you, son. I would be lying if I said this wasn't alarming. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. You stand up and discover that the bottom of your pants are shredded and completely soaked. Let's see. I'm going to say, earlier I tried to destroy the genie lamp by throwing it into a sinkhole, but the sinkhole disappeared. I wonder if the genie is behind all this. Don't act like you don't know what the genie is. The dad was there for the genie stuff. The genie, your father asked, confused. No. Don't act like you don't know what the genie is. The genie was like recent. That like just happened in the story. I don't have any evidence to support that theory. I think it's just a coincidence. You decide not to tell your father about the genie. He knows about the genie. He was there. He talked to the genie. Excuse me. Let's see. Your father stands up and stares at you. What are you saying, son? First you said that the genie could be behind the destruction of this town. Now you're saying he caused us to live after we died? I think the game's confused about like what the father knows and doesn't know. I definitely think I definitely think that this was an enjoyable adventure for sure. I kind of like it when the adventures start by everything going wrong and then you kind of have to pick up the pieces. I do like the whole reverse of roles thing that happens in the story, where I broke a deal and then I was punished for it, and then the genie broke a deal and then I punished like him for it, and it shows like the lesson of like you need to stand by your deals and not like be pushed by temptation, because it ends up like biting you in the butt. Like it'd be better to just like do your part of the deal rather than be tempted and then ruin things for yourself. It was interesting also going from being like a mundane being to becoming like a soul eating like spirit or whatever. That was kind of cool too. Um, I thought it was interesting that the like genie twist on me trying to like summon my father was that it like killed my father in the process, so it summoned him as a ghost. I even think the sinkhole thing was kind of cool. Like the magically appearing sinkhole, and how it seemed like we were about to like lose my father for a moment, but then the sinkhole disappears, and then us like resurrecting, I guess like on a beach or something. It seems to be setting up some kind of like magic influence. Maybe like the genie is trying to get revenge for what happened or something. But I guess we won't see how that story ends. What do you guys think happens next? Let me know in the comment section below. And make sure you guys subscribe because I do AI Dungeon 2 videos every day. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the One Only, logging out. Peace, guys. Check it about.